All right, here we go. We're back. It's that pop-up show. It's Anchovies Anonymous, episode 2. You never know when it's going to come and happen, and what the hell is going to be talked about. But as you can see, this is our job. So
Yes.
this is what we do. It's me and the anchovy.
Hello, it's me, the anchovy.
Mr. Mr. Chad.
That's all I got. It's me, the anchovy. Hello.
That's a shirt. That's a shirt right there. It's me, the anchovy.
Me, the anchovy.
That's for your next Kickstarter campaign is a shirt that says it's me, the anchovy. And you need to just make that as part of the comic. At some point in the comic, you just need to have a guy pop in and go, "It's me, the anchovy."
Me, the anchovy. I should put that on like a stand-up comedian type thing, like on TV. It's like, and then I said, "Hey, it's me, the anchovy," and then it's like people are laughing, and then it's like, "Ha ha 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 ha!" Why is that funny? I don't know.
Yeah. Nobody knows.
Inside joke.
That's fine.
So, Tom, how's it going?
It's going. It's going. It's going.
Yeah.
It always seems to be going.
Yeah.
No matter what's really happening, it always seems to be going. So yeah, I don't know. There actually has been a lot for me, just in because we're working on like the Big Dog Inc. We're working on like 3 books at the same time right now. So there's been a lot of like, here's more art, here's more art, here's more art, here's more color, here's more. Holy fuck! Like I got a message from a colorist. You know, he just dropped 3 more pages, and they're like, they're not right. I'm like, oh my god,
they're not right.
You're missing like the whole point of what we're doing here. So, like it's fine, but there's an entire sort of like, this is why we're in these pages. This is the whole point. This is in the script, and I'm like,
you're fired.
So we gotta go back in and really refocus what's happening. So
yeah,
you know, the generalities are fine, but there's like this detail that's like, no, this is the point of these. We gotta really, you know,
have
knock
you worked
home
with
what we're doing.
Have you worked with this colorist before?
On some covers, yeah, but not on interiors. And he's been good. He's really good. I mean, the stuff looks great. But I guess for me, it's like it always comes because I'm the writer and I know that the script says what's supposed to be happening. I know it's there.
Right.
But then at the same time, you know, when you deal with people who are not always English as the first language, all that kind of stuff, sometimes things get interpreted oddly or just missed completely.
Right.
That's natural. I mean, I've had that my entire 16 years of doing comics, is I've worked with people out of country, and the interpretation of a script is, you never know what you're going to get in some cases. So, you know, it's like, again, it's all fine, but like the one like supreme detail of these 3 pages is like, it's not, there's nothing there. So I got to just go in and be like, look, this is
there's nothing there.
There's like you're missing the detail. Like this is like it's like 3 pages that all go together. Because it's like it's a scene, these 3 pages, and there's a detail that goes through all of them and like builds through all of them to the end. And he actually did the end really well. So that's the weird part. It's like the end is sort of right, but like the beginning and the middle aren't connecting to the end. So I don't know why we didn't get what we got, but it'll be an easy fix as long as I can sort of wrap my head around how to explain it to him. But I can also just go into like Photoshop and be like, you know, put some purple here, and he'll be like, oh, okay.
Oh, that's that word.
And that'll be fine. Yeah.
Tom's kink is when people don't draw his coloring pages correctly.
Yeah.
That's his kink.
Because then
he gets to tell them how to do it.
I love it when they do it wrong. Yeah. That's the best part.
I've been working on Bark in the Water right now. I've been trying to put together that Kickstarter, and also putting together shipping out the books putting together the books to send out to print for the trade paperback.
Yeah.
So it's so exciting. It's the worst part of the Kickstarters that I hate, is getting everything ordered and everything. So I've decided I'm going to do, I ordered some bigger sizes or I'm going to order just the standard trade paperbacks instead of the 6x9s that I usually do. for this one, for the Kickstarter.
6x9. You've been doing small books?
For RSB, yeah, for the trade
Oh,
paperbacks, but
okay.
yeah, but not for but for this one, I'm just gonna do the standard 6.5 by
By
10.5. Yeah,
10-ish.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna do that.
still not sold on the idea of making small books.
Mm,
Um, I'm just not. I'm just not. Um, I don't. Now, granted, I'm also not in the market where that stuff could potentially really, or where it potentially is thriving. Like, when
yeah.
you put it into retail stores and, you have these, you have younger people buying books and they're used to these manga sizes and stuff. Like, I get it. You're in sort of a specific area where
Yeah.
could potentially work. Um, but for me,
Well, you already
I,
have your brand though. Like
yeah,
people already know what
I
to
don't.
expect.
Yeah, I don't
So
see, like, if I were to go back into retail, like, I don't see, like, well, I'm just going to make my book smaller now. Like, I don't.
right.
I don't buy into that. I do buy into the opposite though, like big books, like oversized books. Like when you do an omnibus, it's like it's
Yes.
like 11 inches or whatever, like those types of things. Like I fully have embraced the idea of big books. I mean, I've got these big honking things back here, these art books,
Yes.
but even when you just do like omnibus books and stuff, they're usually like 11 inches tall and they're a little bit bigger. That I fully embrace. That I have seen all types of people embrace that, whether they're collectors, readers, whatever. They're like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
give
mean,
me
I
like
got
that big book.
you can see I got like a bunch of the omnibuses as well up
Uh-huh.
there. So yeah, no, I love the omnibuses. I think they're great. I think, and it's really nice too, is that everything is collected into one nice big book. Um,
Yeah, the only
so
thing I don't like about the general omnibus market is like if you particularly using like Marvel as the example, is they are really trying to make like everything 1,000 pages. And I'm like, you know
yes,
what? That's too fucking big, guys. Um, I like the ones that are about 500 pages, about half of that.
yeah,
It's just it's more manageable. It's less unwieldy. It's the pages in the middle, like you're not, you're losing it. You lose stuff
yeah,
in the middle when you have 1,000 pages because it can only open so far. Um, so that's why when we did our Oz omnibus, which should be on the way to us right now, and then out the door to backers, um, I was really like, not that we had 1,000 pages to collect, but the fact that we had like 500 and that's what we were putting together.
mhm,
And the books, I have a bunch of hardcovers and stuff that are like 500 pages. I was like, oh yeah, I'm really happy where we are in this context.
yeah,
Just because I think it's a better book. I think you can get you can get a slightly cheaper price point. It's not 50 pounds of paper that people have to lug around to read.
right,
So yeah, it was essentially by accident that it ended up that way, but a lot of stuff in our history has been just accidents that worked out well, and I'm like, yeah, that's it. That's what we're doing.
that's all
So
that matters. That's
yeah,
all that matters. That worked out.
yeah. So
Yeah, that's what I really like about the well, DC's doing it now, is that they're making all of their new 52 and their older stuff into those omnibuses as well. But I also like that they're doing those little small um manga size, like, of their older older stuff. Sorry,
yeah,
pardon. Yeah, I really like that. So, but I get it. I think that if people are already know that you're doing a 6x9 and that's kind of like your thing, you run with it. But if you're not, if people, you already have the brand built that they're already expecting, like the standard books or like the 500-page omnibuses, just stick with it because it's working.
yeah.
Like, no need to try to do anything new or wild or anything. Don't.
Well, yeah, and I think the small book is an attempt to just attract a new reader. The manga readers is all. That's all I can see it there for. There's no reason to shrink the book down unless you're trying to sell it to some theoretical new audience, whether it's just kids or whether it's like specifically the manga crowd who are used to those smaller books. It
Yeah,
just feels like we're going to reach out to a different audience. Okay, um, but I'm not doing that.
yeah,
I don't see that as valuable to me in a small press sense.
yeah.
Creator owned, self published, whatever term you want to do. So, um, Plus, I know part of it is just a bias because I'm a big person and I don't want small books.
And I am a small person and I
Yeah.
like small books. That's what it comes down to, our sizes.
Yeah.
No, I think small books are just kind of more appealing to me. I mean, yes, I'm a small human, but I like the fact that I can just put it right on my shelf, and it doesn't take up as much room. And they can
Well,
also
it
actually
doesn't
fit.
take as much height, but the width is still the same.
Yes, the height, because there are times where I'll be trying to put one of those books, like the Black Sad books, that are like super tall,
Mhm.
and I'll try to put it in there, and my shelf space is just like this. This needs like this much more room to fit. So that one is definitely a better. The smaller books I kind of like a little bit more. And also too, I think like books that are more targeted towards kids are great, like the Avatar books or any of those. I think is really nice too. Hey Kevin, hey Angry Otter and Dash. Yes, Muppets do rule. Muppet March Madness is Dash is doing currently. He's doing like a bunch of different movie posters, and it was an interview with the Count, or interview with a vampire, but I put the Count. It's like I submitted some of his some movie posters to him. What was it? The Good, the Bad, and the Good, the Bad, the Phenomena.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
I can approve of that. I can approve of that. Yeah.
So speaking of movies and everything, did you saw Hail Mary?
I did.
Yeah, I didn't see you do a review on it though.
Oh, I did. Yeah.
Oh, you
I
did?
did it.
Okay, I
I
missed
did it
that.
as soon as I came out of the theater because I was
Oh.
all high on Hail Mary because I was like, oh my God, I gotta like start the thumbs, man. Like let's go.
This is a good movie.
I don't do like deep reviews uh because I don't want to do spoilers,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I always sort of give like first impression and like, all that kind of stuff. So I loved it. And I went in, I've never read the book. So my
I didn't even know it was
entire
based on a book.
no clue. So my entire understanding of it was the trailer,
Mm.
which looked good.
Yeah,
I'm told that people are upset that they showed the alien in the trailer because they felt that like that was a spoiler. Like you shouldn't know that there's an alien. Like that's half the whatever.
okay.
And I'll tell all of those people right now that had I not seen the alien in the trailer, I would have not gone to see the movie because
Mm.
otherwise it would have just felt like Interstellar again. Like, there's a problem with the planet. We're going into space. We got a ship. We got to
Yeah,
figure something out. Like, fine. I probably would have seen it on like streaming or something. But the fact
right,
that you were like, oh, and he finds an alien, that was the selling point
right,
for me.
right.
Instant selling point. I was like, I'm in. And then as it turns out, it was like a combination of like Interstellar, E.T., like these really good science fiction things kind of all blended together.
Yeah,
And it was fantastic all the way through. It does start a little slow. It takes its time to kind of get you there.
yeah.
But then once you're there, like it's fantastic. I loved it. And here
Huh.
was the crazy part. And this is what I learned as I've kind of looked into the movie a little bit. As I was watching this movie, I was fully engaged, but at the same time, I was like, what the fuck is CGI? What is real? What is a model? What is it? Because it all looked incredible.
And very
Like
clean.
I was baffled by the ships and the suits and like and
Mhm.
Rocky himself, the Rocky guy, the alien. Like I was baffled by what was CGI and what wasn't. I was like, this is the greatest CGI I've ever seen in my life. Turns out the entire movie is physical. They
Oh, it's all
built they
practical?
built the ships. Rocky is a real
Wow.
puppet. Like it is a practical effect movie to every extent that they could possibly do it outside of like obviously like the sun and the planets that they're on. But
Right.
as far as like the ship and Rocky and everything, like it's all real. And that's why it looks real
It
because
looks
it's all real. Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Man, maybe Marvel could learn something from that instead of over
Oh
CGI
my God.
everything.
Yeah. It's
Like,
so over CGI. That's the thing. Like nothing, everything, all the backgrounds, it was a real ship. They built it full scale, like crazy, just
but
crazy.
when you get that kind of stuff, especially with like low budget movies and they're using practical effects and not CGI, you kind of appreciate it a little bit more.
Oh,
And they went out of
100%.
their way to do it. Even if it looks super cheesy, it's like, yeah, but you guys did that special effects. Like, yeah, you cut off that arm, but it's not CGI. You like took a fake arm and like actually did like the whole thing. And then you're like, oh,
Yes.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You leaned into it, and that's
Mhm.
great. No, it's been on my radar because I really did it when I first saw I will agree with you. When I first saw the trailer, my mind directly went to like Space Odyssey,
Mhm.
Interstellar,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
everything. And then I saw the Alien, and I was like, huh, maybe I will go see this. Because I it does look cool. The only thing is I always feel like Ryan Gosling's kind of a hit and a miss. Um,
Well, I would say Ryan Gosling movies are hit and a miss, but I
mhm.
don't think I've ever seen even a miss with Ryan where he was the problem. If that makes
That's a good
sense?
point.
To
Yeah, that
me,
makes sense.
like, you don't go into that movie and go, "Oh, man, that guy sucked." So the movie sucked. It was always
Right.
like, "This is not a great movie," but Ryan wasn't really the problem. It was just sort of this was the problem, whatever. So, yeah, I agree that his filmography is not, like, tight. Like, you can go in and be like, "Nope,
Yeah.
nope, yep, yep." Um, but I think that he is good enough that he's at least rarely the problem. Um,
Yeah.
so I've had more good experience with the Ryan Gosling as like, for example, Blade Runner. I fucking hate Blade Runner. I hate that movie, but I don't
The
think it was
new
because
one
of
or
him.
the
The new one, the 2049.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, I didn't like
like,
that one.
but
Yeah.
again, I don't think he was the problem.
Right.
I don't think he would have been the solution if he had done anything differently, but I don't think he was the problem. I think it
Right.
was just sort of the movie was a problem and he happened to be in it. So
That's fair.
yeah. I mean, that's my experience with Ryan so far, and it's not really deep. I know there was a movie that he did called First Man, where he was
Was that the
uh,
Armageddon type one?
no, that's
Or is
that's
that
First Man on the Moon
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
Buzz Aldrin, he played Buzz Aldrin. Yeah,
Gotcha.
and I haven't seen that. I thought it had flopped, but as I
Oh,
started to look back through his filmography, like, it actually did pretty well, and
huh.
it's pretty well reviewed. So I actually do want to see it. Um, but yeah, he's a guy that never really was on my radar.
Yeah.
And then he's in a movie really weirdly enough. I think it's called Crazy Stupid Love with Steve Carell
Oh, yeah,
and
my wife
Emma
loves that
Stone.
movie. Yeah.
Fucking great movie. Oh my god, what a great movie.
I've never seen
Um,
it.
it's so good, and especially him and Carell, like,
Mhm.
they are epically charismatic together in their moments.
Mhm.
Like, this is so good. I watched it on as a fluke just because I'm an Emma Stone fan. So I'm like, all right, here's an Emma Stone thing I haven't seen before. But I don't usually watch rom-com stuff.
Right.
Um, but I also like Steve Carell, so I was like, all right, I'll give this a try. And I was like, God damn, this is great. So yeah, I would put that on people's suggested list, but you have to be in rom-com mode for it. But
Yeah,
it's good.
I kinda like, was it wasn't La La Land, it was also Emma Stone and Ryan
Mhm,
Gosling, and that
mhm,
was a really
mhm.
good movie. I had a lot that one was a lot of fun. It was very
Yeah, I
feel
haven't.
goody.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
No?
I'm
Oh,
I'm
man, it's
I'm
great.
game for it. I'm not big on musical stuff.
Oh, okay. See,
So
I like
again, I
musicals.
got to be in the mood for it.
Yeah.
But I know what it is. I know the story basically, and I like both of the actors. So
Yeah.
I should be fine.
Yeah, oh, god, yeah. It's not did you ever see Chicago?
Oh my god, a million years ago, yeah,
Yeah, you'll like yeah.
what's his name, Richard Gere.
Richard Gere and, what's her name? The
Yeah,
blonde lady, and Queen
yeah,
Latifah for whatever reason, and
yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah,
like the one movie where I'm like, "Oh, Queen Latifah," like, you get like, she comes on, she does her song, and you're like, "Okay, yeah, this is great." Like, she absolutely kills it and everything.
yeah.
Actually, all those movies, even, what's his name? Uh, the guy from Step Brothers, Wolf
Will Ferrell. Will
nope, the
Ferrell's
other
in
guy.
that. Oh, the
No,
other guy,
the other
John
guy.
Riley.
John
John
C.
C. Riley.
Riley.
Yeah,
He's in it in
yeah.
Chicago, and I didn't realize and he does that song Cellophane,
Okay.
and God, he plays such a good like he really wants he's like this really like puppy love guy to his wife, and he knows that he's not great, he's not the best for her and everything, and he's just like this lovesick puppy, and it's so good with him in it, and I'm like, This is fucking John C. Riley, the guy who's in like Step Brothers and like other goofy stuff, and it is this
He's
dramatic role.
Yeah, he can do stuff. Like
Yeah,
my direct connect to John C. Riley is Boogie Nights.
I haven't seen Boogie Nights.
Oh, dude, Boogie Nights is unbelievable. I mean, just unbelievable. You got to be prepared for the environment that movie takes place in,
Yeah.
because it's all porn sets and stuff. But
Oh, well then.
yeah. But it's it's one of the. It also has one of the greatest
I'm in.
scenes in. Yeah, you'll love it. It has one of the greatest scenes I've ever seen two actors do together, because it's so terrible, but it's purposefully terrible because again, it's supposed to be like 70s porn set,
Yeah.
and nobody can act, right? But you have this cast of people who are all superstar actors, and when they come into the room and they're doing their porn acting, and it's so bad and it's written so poorly that you're just like, this is the great. Give them Oscars, because
Oh
it's
my
so
God, Burt
they're
Reynolds,
so.
Mark Wahlberg's in this.
Yeah.
Oh my
Heather
God,
Graham, John C. Riley.
Don
I mean,
Cheadle,
Don Cheadle. It is
William
low.
H Macy. I need to see this movie. This is all, dude. You're right. This is a
Yeah,
wild cast.
it is a wild cast. Yes. Thomas
Louis
Jane is in it.
Guzman.
Yeah,
Holy crap.
it's all
Robert
star.
Downey Sr.
It's all star. It's all star. But
Wow.
again, you got to be
Yeah.
ready for the idea that they're in this 70s porn world, and that's
Well, as
that's what's
somebody,
happening.
right, as somebody who's in the 70s porn world very frequently, I would fit right in there, God, when was this movie made? 1997. I feel like my mom has talked about this movie before to me. She's like, "Have you ever seen Boogie Nights?" And I have not, and I'm actually kind of surprised I haven't seen it because with an all-star cast like this, I feel like I would have definitely, and the premise of it, this would definitely be up my alley. There was another movie that recently came out, and I can't remember the name of it offhand, but it had not Emma Stone, the other chick, the one who played Magic in
Anna Joy Taylor.
Yeah.
Anna Taylor Joy, however
Yeah,
her name goes.
she was recently in a movie that was like about a speakeasy, and let me look it up because I remember I saw
You're
it
talking
the
about
other
One Night
day.
in Soho, are you?
Yes.
That was a few years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, that movie was great.
It's a good movie. Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's like the best psychological horror film I've ever seen. It reminded me a lot of kind of like a Donnie Darko, like that whole time travel flipping back and forth type thing. But I really liked it. I liked God, was Matt Smith was in it, and he's also one of those other people too, because when I saw Morbius, I know, but I'm getting to my point, like you were saying with Ryan Gosling. It's like anytime Matt Smith is in something, I never really have a problem with him. It's just the whole movie.
Yeah.
And when he was in Last Night in Soho, I was like, damn, I am so glad you're in this and not fucking Morbius. But it's not like Chris Pratt where I will always have an on and off again, like relationship with him. Where like when he's bad, he's bad. When he's good, he's good.
He is such a neutral figure to me. Like my only real Chris Pratt sort of connections are Parks and Rec when he came up in the TV show, of course. But then he went to Guardians of the Galaxy, where I was absolutely lukewarm on everything he did, and Jurassic World, which I like the movie Jurassic World, the first one, but I was the same thing. It was just like, I don't really care about this guy. He's fine. He's not like high or low. He's just like, he's fine. That's Chris Pratt to me is like, there's no draw. If you tell me Chris Pratt's in this movie, I'm not racing to your movie.
Well, that's the same thing with like the Super Mario movie. I'm gonna go see it because it's like I'm a fan of Mario.
Sure.
I'm not gonna go see it because you told me Chris Pratt is in this movie.
Right.
It's kind of like when you're like, hey, James Marsden is in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Like, that's not my draw. It's the fact that it's fucking Sonic. Now, you had me at Keanu Reeves as Shadow and Idris Elba as Knuckles. Like, then we're good. Okay. And anything Idris Elba is in, I'm usually pretty sold on. Because I think he's a great actor. I think he needs to be more British in a lot of his movies. Because have you heard him talk with like his British accent?
No, my Idris is really only episodes of The Office,
Oh, okay.
And then when he was in Pacific Rim, he used his accent in Pacific Rim.
Yes. He was
And
also in
then
The Suicide Squad.
oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah, he
that's
was
right. I,
Bloodsport.
I try to forget about that movie.
Oh, I liked that one.
No, I
The
hate it.
James Gunn one?
I hate both of them. I don't like either
No,
of them.
I don't like
Don't
the
like either
first
of them.
one. I like the
First one, I
second
do
one.
give it that the second one is better. I give that.
Yes. Yeah.
The second one is better, but I still hated basically every minute
Ah.
of it. Yeah, no.
Somebody was casting, I saw yesterday on Facebook that somebody cast Idris Elba as like Bruce Wayne. And I'm like, that would actually be a bad idea. I think I could definitely see him as like a Batwing or, something like that. But the moment you told me that he was Knuckles, I was like, I'm in for some reason. Like, that's the weirdest cast. Have you seen any of the Sonic movies?
No, I've seen
The
pieces
whole
of them, but none of
Okay.
them. Not
The
haven't sat through them.
the whole thing that you got Keanu Reeves to be like Shadow the Hedgehog, Idris Elba, James Marsden, and like an actual all-star, like an actual pretty good cast to be in these movies is just absolutely bullshit. And it's stupid that we had all three of them are great. Like all of them are very good movies, but you can't make another good Jurassic Park movie. Like how do you do that?
But I think that in fairness, though, there are 9
Oh
Jurassic.
yeah, the
Well,
Luther
there's
series. He's also in
7
that too.
Jurassic Park movies. There's 3 Sonic movies. So if you get to Sonic 7, you might start to see a waiver.
True. I mean, yeah, I guess that is true. That you'll kind of die. Now, granted,
Eventually, it'll
though,
hit the wall, which is what I think the Jurassic brand has done. It's just sort of hit the wall. But in fairness, it also still did a lot of money. Did like almost $800 million this last one. So
which is
clearly people are still going to see these things. So
well, sure. Listen. I guess I'm going. And granted, yes, I liked the first Jurassic World. Like when they came out with that with Chris Pratt and
Yep.
what's her name, when it came out, that came out, I was like, oh hell yeah, that one was great. The second one was terrible.
Yes.
You're not there, and then the third one was bad, and
Yes.
then this newest one was terrible.
Yes.
You're there to see the giant dinosaurs.
Yes.
Like that is what you are going there for. You are not going there to see these people. Like you're going there to cheer for these dinosaurs to eat these people.
Well, to some degree, yeah, you're right. But at the same time, like I think what made Jurassic Park 1 great was the story. You know, you have the origin of all of this stuff. Fine. The second one was terrible because it was terrible.
Jurassic
the
Park
third
2?
one,
Lost World?
Yeah, Lost World was terrible. It's an unwatchable mess of a film for me.
Did you like the third one?
I do like the third one, and the third one again expanded the story to a degree that we didn't have before, and it gave us more dinosaurs. It gave us the pteranodons and that kind of stuff. But it had it brought what's his name back in an organic fashion.
Jeff Goldblum.
You had Tia Leone. You had a great cast of people in that movie. It's loaded with dinosaurs. I mean, Spinosaurus, awesome. One of the greatest scenes in any monster movie is that, and it's in his stomach because it ate the guy. It is so much good about Jurassic Park 3. I will defend it for the rest of my life. I still will not understand the hate it gets. Like if you don't like it, you don't like it. But to like tear it down, I can obliterate part 2. I can obliterate that film.
I'm actually kind of surprised, but
I can't do it. But I like part 3. And then when World came around, we got the park. So again, you got like these steps of like, we haven't been here before. We haven't been here before. And then part 2 came around. You're like, oh, there's part 3. Oh no, and then part 4, like, yes, you're there for the dinosaurs, but you had a story in part 4 that you then just threw away. The idea that they were all dying. First of all, the third Jurassic World was supposed to be the idea that the dinosaurs are living among us and we have to adapt and live together and so on. And that lasted in that story for like 7 minutes. And then it was just, how many guest stars can we throw in here and work nostalgia through the entire story and come out the other end with no resolution, going right into Jurassic World Rebirth, where, and now that story's gone and all the dinosaurs are dying. Like, all right, so now our story is all the dinosaurs are dying, and then that lasts for like about 8 minutes, and then they're just off on other random tangent
Yeah,
things,
you have the
which
weird
which gets no explanation. By the way, there's a fucking
homunculus
colony that they
dinosaur.
find in this jungle that they talk nothing about. Like, oh look, we found an ancient temple in the jungle. Well, we'll just keep going.
Hey, Dan.
It doesn't make any sense. There's good dinosaur stuff. You have decent actors in there, but
Sure.
none of them. Again, even Scarlett Johansson. I'm like, I'm not racing to your movie because Scarlett Johansson's in it. It's not.
I'm not either. She's
There's
not
no
a draw
drive
for
there.
me.
Yeah, she's fine. It doesn't
Yeah.
bother me that she's there, but she's not a draw. And it just was like, it was just this series of, and I mean, I guess in fairness, a lot of movies are, but in this one particularly, there were these series of things that were just duplication of themselves over and over again. Gareth Edwards does this all the time, where he just uses the same shots again and again. And in this one, he did it multiple times, where you had sort of the camera's just sort of moving, and then something sort of wakes up, and then the camera comes back and it's gone. And like, he did that at the beginning, and then he did it with the T-Rex later. It was the longest chase scene of a dinosaur trying to chase these people down in the river. Like, that was like watching Last Jedi with the longest space chase of all time,
Or
where they're waiting for ships to run out of gas,
or
like
the barrel hobbit scene.
oh, yes.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like, you can do this better.
Yeah,
I was
not
so
like
aggravated.
that whole movie, and then at the end you had this really cool like homunculus dinosaur that like blew up like 5 minutes in 5 minutes, and I was like, oh. And that's the thing, that's why I did the third one, which was terrible, but I did like the idea of how do you adapt to a
Yeah,
world with dinosaurs? Because the Rebirth with Scarlett Johansson, they're like, and today everybody's gonna be late for work because a brontosaurus is blocking the fucking street. Like, that's great.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that was hysterical. Or like, hey guys, did you see the new Triceratops at the zoo today? Like, this is great. Like, I would absolutely like, that's what I want to see more of. And maybe that's better as a TV series, of like the mundane life of living with dinosaurs.
I that's what I wanted in the third one. I thought that's what we were getting, was like, and there's that great shot at the beginning where they're like fishing out on the boat, and there's like a mosasaur underneath it.
Yeah,
I'm like, this is great. This is going to be amazing. And then
and then you just did it. Then that's why when I was watching, when I texted you yesterday about Monarch Legacy of Monsters, is I watched the first episode and it was so rough.
Yeah.
But I did like the fact that there was just that whole like drill of a possible kaiju happening, and everybody runs downstairs like immediately into their bunkers and everybody's safe. And then afterwards they're like, it's all clear, and everybody goes back to like their normal life and pretends nothing happens. And the main lead, it just says, well, wait, that's it? Like, we're just go back to normal? And then the guy just goes, what, do you want us to like hide in our closets or something? Like, that was great. I'm like, yes, I want more of that. Like, that's what I thought Monarch was going to be about. And then as I was watching this episode, I'm like, oh, it's father's a secret like scientist man or whatever, and it's like, you gotta go study Godzilla. I'm like, okay, it's the same damn thing that I've seen before. But I want like a show where it's just like, Mothra's here. Like, it's just like, like grab your bridge of your nose, just like fucking upset about the situation. Like, I would, granted, not as like a long series, but like a short, like a 6 episode like mini series, I would totally watch that, of just everybody just cool with whatever's going on. So yeah, it's kind of like Living with Vampires with Interview with Vampire.
You would like, I think, I don't know how you would find this because I think DC has buried it. But when I finally saw it, I was like, this is fantastic. They did a TV show set in the DC universe called Powerless.
Yes, I did. Yeah. Yep. It's the one where it's like the insurance company.
Yeah. And then just in the background, like Starro is running around. And like,
yes.
Yeah.
And then like the Green Lantern is like, fighting it. And then people call and like, oh yeah, like Darkseid blew up my car. Are you covered? But yeah, I remember that aired on CBS or something. I think it was the same channel as Supergirl.
Yeah, it was
Then they
only
never brought it up.
it got nuked. It died,
Yeah.
and but when I saw it, I was like, this is fantastic. I was like,
Yeah.
this is like the best DC thing I've seen in a long time.
I think it only had like 3 episodes. I don't think it ever finished.
It had like a half a season. It went like
Yeah.
6 or
It was like
so episodes, and then it was gone. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like Vanessa Hudgens. Was it Hudgens? It was she?
Hudgens,
That was her. Yeah,
Vanessa,
she was.
Vanessa
Yeah,
Hudgens. Yeah.
yeah. I just mix her up and Mila Kunis up, only because it's just the like anytime I think about them, I'm like, it's just like the eyes. They have like the same facial structure, so I'm like, wait, was it Vanessa or was it Mila Kunis? But yeah, it's Vanessa, and so yeah, that was one of those shows that I needed to watch, but I think that it never. I don't think it even is on any streaming service anymore either.
No,
It was like, yeah,
it is buried,
yeah,
which is crazy. You might be able to find it on like YouTube or something if you
yeah.
did a deep dive. But yeah, I'm not even sure I don't think it ever got like a release, of any kind, like a DVD or anything.
No,
It
no.
just was buried and forgotten.
I wonder why.
I mean, I can only, because it got canceled, I can only assume that they just were like, okay, this is trash. Let's sweep it under the rug and move on.
Yeah. Well, people don't, I like, have you ever read the Jimmy Olsen comics?
No.
The old DC ones. And the new one's actually pretty good too. And it's just like the adventures of Jimmy Olsen, either running into like super villains and causing a bunch of mayhem, or it's just him being a reporter. And it's a lot of fun. And those are the kind of shows that I wish we could get more of. Which is why when they were like, oh yeah, we're going to do a damage control TV series from Marvel. And that never happened. I did enjoy the first 2 seasons of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And then they had that whole Inhumans bunch of bullshit stuff. And I'm like, I'm done. Like, this is stupid. They got leaned too much in. It's like, well, Chad, it's a superhero show, but they leaned so far into it. I'm like, okay, but I just wanted to be a bunch of like agents, one guy with a gun trying to like go up against an angry alien with a gun, or like doing paperwork because fucking I don't know, Torg came in and goes, hey, I need my like national citizen of Earth license to live here. Just something stupid. That's the kind of stuff.
Give me like, Chad's in the Marvel pitch room. Like, let's make something stupid.
Like, yes, that's why it's like Howard the Duck would make a great TV show. Like, give me something stupid, like Hit Monkey. That was a great show. Just do something stupid for once. MODOK had MODOK had his own TV show on Hulu. Do you remember that?
No, because I don't watch. I don't have those things. But it was like an animated show.
It was,
right? Yeah. I have a vague. I know a lot of this stuff existed, but I haven't seen much of it.
It was like a soap opera. It was wild, and it was like the first season was good. The second season was okay. I just wish they would have ran with it. They tried to make it too serious, but the first one was very like Robot Chicken-y. And I'm like, and I think it was the same studio that did Robot Chicken. But it was great. I really liked the Marvel series. But yes, you could definitely sum me up in the writer's room of what if we do something stupid? That's gonna be on his shirt. But what if we did something stupid? I did. My wife and I did watch Mercy the other day, and that was a Chris Pratt movie. And Tom, oh my god. So you're right. It is.
I appreciate you taking the hit for me.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah.
It's Minority Report, and it's also like Saw. It's like a blend of Saw with Minority Report, but none of the fun. Like, it's so stilted and it's just bad, dude. It's literally Chris Pratt sitting there going, oh yeah, computer, you're giving me this circumstantial evidence, but did you look over here? Like, my gut instinct is telling me to look over here, and I'm like, but the computer could have figured this out if it was actually smart. Like, it didn't. Oh, and then the other part too, like, I was done, is when she's like, there's like the scene where he's watching a video of his daughter's Instagram account because it pulls everything that the audience can literally Google and shows you what's happening. Like, and I just go, yeah, I could Google and say, see, he's the killer because I Googled this and here's the video of him being angry. Like, so clearly he can kill. Like, I could do that. Like, give me that computer's job. I'd be a terrible judge in that case. But anyway, there's a scene in it where she's walking through her house and goes, oh man, it's haunted. And Chris Pratt goes, stop, back it up. Do you see that? The door of the basement, it's open. Can we clean that up? And you have the killer's hand like right in frame. And he goes, that's a hand. He's been living in the basement for 2 days. I'm like, nobody's fucking gone in this basement. And why is it this hand there? I could, if you would have said the basement door is open, that's suspicious. Sure. If you always keep it closed, there's your argument. But the fact that they were able to clean it up and went, there's a hand. I'm like, no, I'm done. This is stupid. But it's all, like I said, it's all circumstantial. Like the whole movie is just, oh, well, you were mad. You guys got into an argument that day. And then 2 hours later, your wife died. Cool. You saw me leave. That's 2 hours of something could have happened, you stupid computer. It's not great, dude. Now, is the idea there? Sure.
It's not great. That's another good shirt. It's not great.
It's not great.
I don't like that. I gotta start writing these things down.
Hey, it's me, the anchovy. What if we do something stupid?
It's not great.
It's not great. No, it's just that was terrible. And then Legacy of Monsters is just very rough. And we did start watching Lincoln Lawyer though on Netflix, and that's been really good.
You know, the thing with the Godzilla show, here's the funny part, right? Is I'm a huge Godzilla fan.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, when you said you didn't really like it.
Yeah, so if you do something that makes me not want to watch your Godzilla show, you did something really, really wrong.
Because you got farther, you got to like
I got 4 episodes. I saw through 4, and I was done. I really was done. I just was like,
what they do?
I don't care about any of this at all. Like not an ounce of what I've seen do I care about. Now this new season, the second season, looks like there's a lot more monster stuff going on. Like it's a little more like,
yeah, it takes place after Godzilla versus King Kong or something like that.
Yeah, it's like modern day or something.
Yeah, which very much confused me. That I mean, yeah. So
but it's not even for me. It's not even like there wasn't enough monster stuff. It was just whatever wasn't monster stuff just didn't matter to me. Like there just wasn't. It's sort of like Shin Godzilla, where I love Shin Godzilla as a film, and I love all of the monster stuff.
Is that the one where he's a fetus?
Yeah, and he like evolves into the
purple
guy. Yeah,
cool.
But on a rewatch, it's a really hard rewatch because the human portions of it are so bad. And in fairness, it's bad on sort of on purpose because it's supposed to show you the ineptitude of government and the redundancy of everything, of how do you get things done, or there's a monster in our thing, what do we do? Committee. Well, now the monster's bigger. Committee. Like there's a point
like
to
you
it.
Can't do
there's
all
this
bureaucracy red tape bullshit. Yeah.
But that's not fun to rewatch.
Right.
You know, to watch these guys arguing about there's a monster. So at least I can say like the old 70s stuff, they do tend to have committees, but usually they're broken up really fast. Like, we fucked it up. There's a monster. Go get the army. Let's go.
It's like, quick, there's a monster. Everybody to the meeting room.
Right. Yeah.
Godzilla's in the meeting room too. Well, what do we do?
Yeah,
I would like that too. If that, I could see that as like a Monty Python gag where everybody's like to the meeting room and like the monster's also in the meeting room having the meeting too. He's like, what do you think?
It's like a Zoom call. There's like a drone in front of his face, and Godzilla's just like, "What are we doing?"
Like, guy is like,
"What do you want to do?" That would be great. Like, right? like it's like Godzilla, but he's in hero mode. Like he's the good guy. You know, one of the old movies. Like he's a good guy, but then you have the committee, and like Ghidorah is coming, and Godzilla's standing there with the drone in his face, like, do I fight him? Like, what do you guys want to do, committee? And the committee has to vote on whether Godzilla fights him or not. And in the meantime, Ghidorah is just tearing shit down, and and he's like, I mean,
I could
are we
fire
gonna
my
vote
laser right now? Like, do you want me? Like, and then it's like it gets to the ending vote, and it's like 2-3. So like they're like, no, you don't fight him, and he just leaves.
He's like, all right,
all right, and then you get it with the whole government and everything. You get King Ghidorah destroys city. Godzilla wasn't there to save, and he's like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, right.
Like,
Godzilla does nothing. Godzilla takes nap in the Coliseum.
Like, yeah, no shit. This was like a total like voting session, dude. Like, I would totally watch that.
Back in the old days, you just called Godzilla with a button and he showed up.
Yeah.
Are you aware of the Hanna-Barbera cartoon?
Yes. Oh yeah, with Godzuki and all them. Yeah. Yeah, I remember. Godzilla, dun, 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 Godzilla. Dun. Yes, I remember. And then he, for whatever reason, Godzilla was always an interesting character to me because people are like, oh yeah, he's a hero. And I'm like, he's kind of an anti-hero. Yes, he saves, he will save you, but it's not really on purpose.
Yeah.
Like
he became a hero.
Yeah, like the
I'm trying to think of the timeline. He became like a legitimate hero. Godzilla, Godzilla versus the Smog Monster, I think is where he became a legitimate hero because the Smog Monster showed up, was fucking around, and Godzilla showed up to get him. Like that was why he showed up. It wasn't this Godzilla was just roaming and then they ran into each other. It was like, nope, I see the Smog Monster. I'm going to come fuck him up.
Yeah, because now he's a force of nature that like keeps balance and everything.
Yeah, and so, and in Godzilla versus the Smog Monster, Godzilla does science. He figures out science because he's like, there's
science.
Yeah, he does science because the humans build these big like radar things that are like,
oh no, the Smog Monster's cool looking.
Like they're like drying him out or something, some sort of radiation, and they're like drying him out. So Godzilla's like holding him while they're shooting him with the stuff, but then it goes out, and he's like, oh, what the hell? And he's like looking around. He's like, oh, those things don't have any power. And he like breathes his breath on the things and starts them back up again. And like, and then that's also the one where he flies. He turns around and he blows his and he flies through the air. Like he's got propulsion with his breath. Yeah. So that's where he becomes a good guy. And then the next one, he's Godzilla on Monster Island.
Yeah.
Godzilla versus Gigan. He actually is like active. Like he's telling other monsters like, hey, go over there and see what's going on. And then they go and like,
he has
scout it out. He has allies. Yeah. And then same thing with Megalon, the next one. And then on towards, so like the last 2, 3, 4, like the last 5 movies, he was a legitimate good guy. And then in the cartoon, obviously, which we all know, he was clearly the good guy because you just push the button and he shows up. Doesn't matter where you are, doesn't matter where he is. You push the button and he shows up.
and the only reason why is because they recycled the water scene of him rising up. That's why
we can only afford one water scene. That's it.
Play the water scene. No, and then the new stuff, it's he's more of the circumstantial hero. And King Kong is the more legitimate hero. I don't remember.
he's for sure, because he was the guy who was even telling Godzilla like, okay, hold on. Like we gotta do something. Like just chill out for a minute. We gotta do something. But Godzilla's like, yeah, F you.
That can be a villager that he steps on. I would listen if Godzilla. I would be one of those people who would be like stepped on in a Godzilla movie or like die in a comic, because people like that kind of stuff for whatever reason. I also saw too that Pizza Massacre movie. And I know what you're going to say, Chad, you watched like just why? And the answer is shut up, Tom. So
that is nothing but user error.
But here's the thing though. Okay. Pizza Gate. I'm going to read you. Did you ever read the actual like summary of it?
No, because I would see that thumbnail and just keep on clicking past.
Right. But here's the thing. Dark social satire inspired by the real-life conspiracy theory known as Pizzagate. An amateur journalist and far-right militiaman team up to expose the ugly truth behind rumors involving sex cults, a pizza place, and the lizard people. That right there is a great... Like when
and lizard people.
And lizard people. And right when my Sabrina showed this to me, I'm like, oh, that sounds hilarious. Let's watch this. Oh my God, Tom. It is one of the, like, first off, I would not have been surprised if you and I sat down and watched this and you stabbed me in the first 10 minutes. Like, I would have been like dying and been like, I understand.
Listen, I can only sit through that stuff if there's a shark. I can tolerate it if there's a shark. Lizard people, I understand the selling point of lizard people. That's a valid selling point.
Sure.
But I don't think the rest of it would have allowed me to even watch for the lizard people.
No. Oh, but here's the kicker. There's one lizard person and is at the last 2 minutes of the movie.
Oh, of course.
And there's no pizza. And the one scene that's considered a massacre, literally the main guy walks into the pizza place and a little caption says 3 minutes later, and then he runs out. You don't even see the massacre. And then this guy, like, which I was just like, I wanted to see this. The guy who is working the counter of the pizza place runs out with like a bunch of knives in him and starts fighting the main character. And I'm like, no, back up. I want to know how this guy is still alive. Like, I want to see all these knives being put in this guy. It is so boring. And when I saw that whole synopsis, I was like, hell yeah, this sounds great. There's no sex cult. There's no, like, the only lizard people are the last. There's no pizza. There's not even a guy getting beat with pizza. And I feel like that would have been an easy scene to do if he killed him with pizza. You know, like, it was a bad movie.
So
dude.
all you've learned today, Chad, is as you're looking for movies to watch, if something starts to pique your interest, make sure there's a shark in it.
Correct.
And if not, you got to move on.
I would have watched Shark Exorcist again.
Yeah.
Because at least
there's a shark.
It says there's a shark. It also says we're going to need a bigger cross. And there's also an exorcist scene as well. So where he vomits.
Yes.
So I'm like, okay, this is great. But truthfully, it's not as bad as Catnado. Well, no, it's worse than Catnado as well. And the only reason why is because at least Catnado
Catnado.
What?
At least you got a Catnado.
You got, yes, like you see the Catnado, it's you have the bit that's there already. There's no pizza, there's no massacre, there's no massacring of pizza or massacring people with pizza. It's just not. No, it's stupid. Never again. Never. Because sometimes I can forgive the thumbnail. Like when I see it,
you kind of have to sometimes because those things are all just AI built now.
Yeah,
it's really, really nonsensical things that they just throw on there.
Yes.
Even on the shark movies, they do that same thing, you know. But at least you know it's a shark movie, so theoretically there should be a shark in it.
Right, like Raiders of the Lost Shark, you had a shark.
Mm-hmm.
It's a flying shark, but it's a shark. Bad CGI shark movie, that's also a shark. So yeah, I mean, at least if you have the thing that is delivered in the movie, it would be better than this Pizzagate movie.
Yeah, Killer Sofa had a killer sofa.
It sure did.
Yep.
Rubber had a killer tire.
Yep.
Like, there you go. Thanksgiving had a killer turkey. So, you know, that movie's actually is a lot of fun though. Like, I give that movie a pretty. I mean, it's not. I think it's pretty. It's a lot of fun. It's not good by any means, but it delivers what it is.
Fun and good. You don't necessarily have to have both.
Right.
Because you can be a good movie that isn't really fun, and you can be a fun movie that isn't really good. I think you're better off being a fun movie
like Killer
Tomatoes. It isn't good because at least you're having fun.
Right.
But oftentimes you can watch a good movie where I've found movies where I'm like, well, that was a good movie, but I don't want to watch it again.
Right.
Whereas if it was kind of a wonky movie, but you had fun, you could be like, oh yeah, I had a good time.
Yeah,
Oh, that
I'll
was
turn
good.
that on again.
Yeah, Malcolm, and to answer your question, Malcolm, I am going to be at San Diego Comic-Con. As it turns out, I am going to be there boothing. Apparently, opportunity came through, so I am right now. I'm 75% yes. I am working on some logistics to make sure it's going to make sense to do all that, but 75% yes. I will be boothing at San Diego Comic-Con. So once we have that all 100% in ink, we'll let everybody know how that's going to work. But
is it your first time?
No. This will be my. Well, we did it. I did it. My very first year of doing comics, I was there with somebody else. They invited me to be part of their table. Then the next 2 years, we were there on our own. We had a booth of our own. And then the year after that, and the next 3 years, I was with Aspen at their table for 3 years. And then that was it for me. I haven't been back since at all in any capacity. So it's been a
Big
long
Dog Inc.
time.
This is going to be your first.
So it'll be my first time back in almost a decade, which is crazy.
Wow. I've never been.
But yeah, opportunity came up, so I was like, yeah, let me see about what I can do here.
Hell yeah.
And but yeah, because I was going to be there anyway because I have my pro cadet credentials again, so I was just going to go and roam around. But then somebody was like, "Well, you want space?" I was like, okay, let me see about that."
Yeah, I'll be at. I think both of us will be at Cherry Capital.
Yes,
well, so that'll be cool. Hey, Allison.
Yeah, and I just got picked up for Hall of Heroes down in Indiana.
Yes, I saw that.
Which was great. That was really funny because I applied, heard nothing back from them, and then one day I just got a bill. Go ahead and pay us. I was like, oh, I guess that's an approval. So sure, why not? Here's a couple $100. So yeah, that's a new one for me. People have talked about it. That was suggested to me. So I looked at the dates and I was like, oh yeah, this works. Let me go try that out. And then the other one is in July. I'm going to be in Reno. If that's an official show I'm doing out in Reno called Silver Age Comic Con. So I'll be in Reno. Yeah. Cool. And then that's like 10 days before San Diego. So I'm driving out, doing Reno, taking some time heading down the coast, and then heading to San Diego to do the con 10 days later. So it's going to be a big road trip, but it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I'm going to see some friends of mine along the way. Because I've got a friend of mine who's in Utah that I haven't seen since high school. So we're going to go hang out with him for a day or so. And then once I'm in Reno, I have a friend who lives in Reno from high school also. So we'll do the con, and then I'll have a few days to just chill out in Reno and see him. And then we roll down to San Diego. But since I'm up north that way with Reno, I got to figure out some logistics, but there's a campground up there, should be maybe a little bit north, but not too far off in California, where they film The Howling, the campgrounds of The Howling.
Cool.
And all of the buildings and the tents, not the tents, the cabins, all the cabins or stuff are still there. You can rent them because it's just a camping place. Yeah. So I'm going to go and see if I can rent one of the Howling cabins and, and stay up all night.
Become a werewolf.
And just like not have any sleep and just listening to all the sounds outside and going, God damn it, why am I here?
Could you imagine just like hearing the howl? Like,
I'm kind of hoping like that they do it, like that they have like a loudspeaker or something. And then like every night at midnight, like to kind of signify that it's midnight, you go,
I'd be so pissed.
I'd be like, yo, that's fantastic. And then we all go to bed and we're like, that was not cool.
Right, exactly. See, here's the thing. Like, if I wasn't sleeping, I'd be like, oh hell yeah. But if I was woken up to that, I would go to that guy, whoever did that, and just punch them. I'd be like, no, I was sleeping.
That seems like something you got to do on your own, right? Like it's the campgrounds, it's the campgrounds. But some guys got to sneak up there with like a little sounds system that he can put
Yeah,
out in the woods at 1 a.m, and then like
and then like
activate it,
howl.
and then watch everybody come running out of the cabins. Like, what is going on?
I would totally watch that. It's so good.
That's
I would.
you gotta do that for like Halloween. I think like that's how you do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Is all of your Halloween campers get that fun extra surprise.
I feel like there needs to be more of that, like in Halloween, where they sell like those places with horror movies. They need to do like celebrations at the campgrounds for like Crystal Lake and all those.
They do that
Oh, they
on
do.
Friday the 13th. Well, they do it
Oh,
throughout the year anyway, but
right.
on Friday the 13th, because there's usually a few of them a year, they do special extended elements where you can actually they play the movie. You can stay over. You can actually be, because all the cabins are still there, so you can actually
Oh,
pay to be in the cabins that they used. So yeah, it's in New Jersey,
oh.
and then not too far from there, you can go into the town that where they go through town first to get to
And then
the
they kill
to get to
you.
the
Yeah.
thing, and then they kill you. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you can go into town, and the town does like a Friday the 13th parade.
Yeah.
Like I mean, they do it. They go crazy for it. So yeah.
I know what Hell, Michigan does a big party around Halloween as well.
Well, that would make sense.
And during tax season, what they do is that if you sign, because you've been to Hell, Michigan?
I know, I'm aware of it, but I've not
Okay.
been into it.
Okay. I've only driven through it, and it's literally 3 buildings. It's an ice cream place, a post office, and like a bar, and then I think like a little, convenience store or something.
There's
But
there's some sort of like a horror shop that also has a mini golf attached to it too.
really?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. And that's in Hell?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that must be a new little building.
I don't know. That's what attracted me, is I saw it and I was like, oh, I could probably go and get like my books sold in there. So I was
Sure.
going to go and see if they'd take my books. But I just have never
Maybe I
gotten
should go
through
over
to
there
stop
and
it.
see.
Yeah.
I think they could. I think Set the Hook and some other of the horror books would be
Mhm.
great.
Mhm.
But during tax season, if you mail it through their post office, they actually put it in an envelope and like burn the corner of it, and then seal it with a wax stamp that says "From Hell."
From Hell. Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought I was like, that's pretty cool. And apparently though, the ice cream parlor has very good ice cream. So I'm like, huh,
Oh, maybe that was
yeah.
it. Maybe it was the ice cream parlor has the
golf
thing, but there was also something there that was like some sort of a horror something going on in there, because
Maybe it
again,
was the
I was
bar,
like,
because I
my
know.
books, I'm gonna get my books in Hell. I want to sell my books from Hell. Like,
Right. I would love that. Hey,
how do you
where do
get your
you
books? Talk to Hell.
talk to Hell? Go to Hell.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not very nice. No, I mean,
No, literally go to Hell.
Literally, please. But yeah, maybe, you know what? That's what I'm probably gonna do in the next couple of weeks, is drive up to Hell and say, hey.
Well, next
I'll buy my books.
weekend in Dearborn, there's a convention. It's like a comic and toy thing
Yeah.
in Dearborn. So I'm going to come down, I think, next Friday and just tool around Detroit area, do some physical media shopping. Maybe I'll stop in Hell and see what's going on there too on the way in.
Great.
So I can let you know what I discover there. And so if you want to like get dinner or lunch or something on either Friday or on Saturday for the show,
keep me posted on that.
For sure.
We could go to the show if you want to. What day is it?
Saturday. It's just a 1-day show.
This Saturday?
Next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
April, the first weekend of April 3rd or whatever.
Oh, okay. Because I'm going to be at that anime or comic and anime fest, Great Lakes Comics and Anime Con. I think it's their first year doing this. I've never heard of it, but the table was cheap, and it's one of those 2 J's. Cutthroat Comics from Josh Neal is going to be there, and a couple of other friends too are going to be tabling there. So it'll be a nice little weekend.
That's that weekend. The 4th?
No, that's the 7th or the 18th and 19th of April.
Okay.
So then I'll let you know, or if you're gonna come down and check that one out too. But I'll let you know how that works out. So yeah.
Okay.
But
that's cool. Yeah. So I'll once I decide what I'm gonna do, but I kind of want to go down, because every time I've been really into like the physical media stuff and finding these stores, And every time I look these things up, they're all over in Detroit. I'm like, God damn, this place is loaded with this stuff. So I just want to come chill out for a day and go roam around. Because I went.
Ann Arbor closed.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it was like Your Media or something like that. It shut down, and I was really bummed because they had a lot of like old physical media and everything. That's where I got Dracula Dead and Loving It from. So because they never made a Blu-ray. I don't think they made a Blu-ray of that, but I have it on DVD. So I'm also a Leslie Nielsen fan.
There's stuff that has not come over to Blu-ray for sure. Yeah, that's a real thing. But yeah, I was at a little. It was a horror con. Other side of the state in Muskegon. There's a mall out there called Lakeside Mall or something, and there is a huge physical media place. It's music, movies,
it's FYE,
DVDs, Blu-rays. It's no. It's called Static Tape. And it's the old VHS. Like, I mean, they have walls of VHS for like $1. It's crazy. And then, but in the same mall, there's a gigantic toy and comic book store, like immense toy and comic book store, vintage toys and all that. And there's a big card place like Pokemon and Magic and all that kind of stuff. All of them are in this one end of this mall. And so what they did was in the walkway, they set up tables in the hall of the mall. So as you came in, you just wandered around and there was all these stuff. And these guys had just all kinds of great VHS stuff and Blu-rays and all kinds of great stuff. So, and apparently they do it every Saturday now for comics. So I'm thinking I'm going to go pop back out and try it for the comics. But the horror place was so great. I was like, God damn, I've never seen anything like this. Cause it had legitimately like old VHS, which is what I was mostly looking for, but I was, Blu-rays and stuff too. But
the Lakes Mall,
the Lakes, maybe it's called the Lakeside Mall, something like that in Muskegon.
Yeah. I see. It looks like it's Lakes. It's like Lang's Comics and Collectibles.
That's it.
Okay. Yeah. Huh.
Yeah. So I was blown away. I went in, I did my shopping there. Then I went into the comic book store, spent like, an hour going through their dollar boxes, came home with like a whole box of dollar box stuff.
Good stuff.
I mean, fun stuff. That's where I found, I don't know if you saw my post. I posted this Ninja High School that I found.
The old one from the Antarctic Press.
And I was like,
I did see that.
Ben, what the hell is this? And he's like, that's the first ever Ninja High School. I found it in the dollar box. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to take that home. So it was fun. Nothing like that's like hyper valuable. Even that you can buy for like $10, but
sure.
It was still fun to like just discover it in the dollar box. So yeah. And I only went through like I don't know, about 20 of their boxes. I didn't even really touch the rest of it. It was just, it's like the dollar section was like a store all to itself. That's how big this place is. It's crazy. It is crazy. So yeah, I definitely want to go back out, but I'm going to talk to them about setting up for the comic thing. And I think it's like, I want to say it was like $75 or $50 for a 6-foot table or something. So I'm like,
they do that every Saturday?
I think they do it every Saturday or at least a few Saturdays a month. But because I saw it come through on my feed, and then I went to look at it, and it looked like they were doing it almost every Saturday. So I was like, oh, okay. That's fine. Maybe not exactly how they do the horror thing that they did. It might be a different setup, but
right.
Something is going on in there, pretty regularly. So
okay. Maybe I'll take a drive out there. Also too, I'm glad somebody else I meant to tell you too, I'm glad somebody else saw The Hills Have Eyes.
Well, I saw the first one.
Yeah.
The original, the Wes Craven original one, because I'd never seen it before. And it was okay.
It's better than Barbarian.
Yeah.
Because the one that you posted was the remake, right?
No, it was the original.
That is the original. Yeah, because I saw that.
I've never seen any of them.
Oh, okay. It's Barbarian. Or Barbarian is The Hills Have Eyes. I'm sorry, but
yeah, I see where you're doing with that.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing with that.
So,
yeah.
Everybody's like, it's so
Yeah,
original. I'm like, it's not.
yeah, it was. It just, it was one of those things where it reminded me a lot of like Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
Yeah,
where
yeah,
um, you have a story going on and things are happening, but then it just reaches a point where all it is just loud, and
yeah.
and you're kind of like, all right.
That's why Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 is better. I actually don't know. I've never seen the second one. I've only seen the first one.
Oh, okay. No, yeah.
Yeah, no,
The second
never
one,
seen the second one.
second one is a thing. It is a thing
I
that
knew somebody who said that was their favorite movie.
includes Dennis Hopper
Yeah.
as the cop. It includes a chainsaw battle, like lightsabers, but they're with chainsaws.
Right.
Um,
Which sounds great.
Now you think that, and you think, ooh, that would probably look pretty. No, it doesn't track. Doesn't track. It's not good. It's not good. There's a third one that I have not seen. I cannot seem to find it anywhere. And then there is Texas Chainsaw: The Next Generation.
Yes.
With Matthew McConaughey. Man, does that not track either?
I remember that when that came out, and
holy cow,
I heard nothing about it.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it was that, and then what was that? The other remake, the other horror movie that was recently remade.
Well, they did a remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and the remake in, I don't know, like 2008 or something.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, with Jessica Biel in it.
Oh, I don't know.
Legit good. Like, to me, it is the best of all of the Texas Chainsaw movies. It is the best. It is legitimately good. It's not camp. It is a horror movie. It is all in with what it's doing. Like, it's really good. And then they did a sequel. They did a prequel.
Of course.
Called I think it's just called Texas Chainsaw, maybe. But the prequel's really good.
Oh.
Like, surprisingly, legitimately really good. And then they did Texas Chainsaw 3D with Alexandra Daddario, directed by the guy who directed Friday the 13th, the final nightmare, the final not Freddy, that's the other guy. Jason Goes to Hell.
Oh, okay.
The ninth Jason movie, Jason Goes to Hell. Adam Marcus, he directed this Texas Chainsaw movie, 3D movie, which is, it doesn't track with the first two, because the first two are very serious, like horror movies.
Yeah.
This one kind of goes back into like, okay, this feels like an 80s movie in 2000 and whatever it was. Because it plays back into all the sort of tropes of old school horror films. But it is a good movie within and of itself. So it was really strange to me to find like these three movies that are remakes / whatevers.
And they're all better.
And they're all good. They're all, like, I would watch all three of them before I would ever watch any of the originals again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I don't mind the original, but like the last half hour is just screaming and chainsaws. Like, and so as soon as I get to that point, it's like, okay.
I mean,
let's wrap it up.
For the record, though, you are being chased by a guy with a chainsaw. So
well, but that's like but you get chased all the way through. But once they get to the dinner scene, right?
Yeah.
Then it's just her screaming and them laughing, and her screaming and them laughing, and her screaming and them laughing, and then he chases her out.
Yeah.
With the chainsaw. It's like, I understand probably in the 70s that was some tension building stuff, and it was probably uncomfortable in the theater because you were like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but now you're looking at it, you're like, oh.
But now I'm like, it doesn't play now. Doesn't play. So
yeah, we did what was that? What was the I do want to see that. Was it Ready or Not? Here I come.
Yeah, Ready or Not 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
The first one's good.
Is the first one good?
First one's good. Yeah.
Okay. But I've heard the second one, like this one, I think it's out, but
it just came out, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Cause I know reviews have said the ending is really good.
Okay.
And then also a couple. Now, granted, though, I also don't know if they mean like it's good because the movie ends, Like, you don't want to miss the ending because it's like, oh, thank God, the credits.
Because that's when you get to go home.
Right, that's when you get to go home. Like that's a great like pull quote. Like for something like this movie's so good that, or like once it's done, you get to go home.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you're looking at that comment and you're like, oh, wait, that's not a compliment.
Yeah, the first one was a surprise for me.
Yeah.
I watched it just on a fluke. I was like, oh, that's all right.
Originally I thought that movie was the one about the family that it's kind of like the Hunger Games type thing where they hunt the girl. Is that the
That
movie?
is, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they
All right,
basically the premise in the first one is they're getting married, and the family has a tradition of playing some sort of a game, before the honeymoon or something. And you it's random. You like draw something out, and then whatever the game is what you play. And when she pulled out was hide and seek, and when when she pulls out hide and seek, you can see them. They're all just like, oh fuck, because the game, that's like the one bad game is like, oh well, now we have to kill you.
Oh,
You have to try and survive until the morning, or otherwise we're going to kill you. And that's sort of the premise of the first film. And then they're running around this old house and out on the grounds and stuff.
yeah.
But it's good. It has a good cast, and it's weird and campy, but it's not played campy. Like it's such a strange concept that you have this sort of camp feel. Like, what are we doing? Like, we're playing hide and seek to try and kill the bride before they go on their honeymoon. Like, that's really weird. But
And the husband's cool with it?
well, none of them really. That's the funny part, is none of them are really like, yay, hide and seek. They're all kind of like, oh, that was a rough choice. But I guess we got to do it.
Why do they? Oh, because they're cursed, right? Like, aren't they like cursed so they have to do it?
I don't. There was something that forces it to happen. I don't remember.
Gotcha.
I saw it a long time ago. I'm gonna have to watch the first one again before I watch the second one.
I actually need to watch it because the trailer of the second one looks really good.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, let's see this. But all right, man, I do have to wrap things up.
All right. All right. You have all witnessed Anchovies Anonymous episode 2. God knows when there'll be a third. So keep your eyes and ears open. Chad, thanks for hanging out.
Of course.
And we'll